Hey everybody, it's Jen Tarrant, and I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to take a little bit of time to go live and talk a little bit more about the upcoming program that I have for you guys. And my big question to lead us in is, are you ready to get your life back? Perhaps you could relate to this. Maybe you feel like your life is living you. Maybe you have aches and pains that used to be occasional, but now they seem to happen every single day and they never really go away all the way. And that's really frustrating because, well, it doesn't seem like you're that old, right? And so you're wondering, why does your body feel this way? Is there a way to fix that? Maybe you tumble into bed at the end of the day and it's been kind of crazy, and you realize like you're holding all of this stress in your body, and you think, okay, it's time to relax. And your body's like, I don't know, I don't think I can do it. And it's really hard to let go of all of that tension. Maybe it even seems like you've tried a million things. You've tried some programs, you've tried some self-help books, you've tried to eat better and get to bed on time and all of that kind of stuff, but nothing's just really working, and it doesn't seem like there's enough time. Maybe you've even thought to yourself, I know I need more self-care. Or perhaps somebody's even told you that, maybe a practitioner that you see or a good friend, and you think, oh, yeah, sure. One, I don't have enough time for that. And two, even if I did, I have no idea what I would do that would fall in like the self-care realm. And so you find yourself just kind of stuck in this place. Well, let's imagine if all of this stays exactly the way it is for another year. What's that going to look like? Where is that going? What happens if in a year or 3 years or 5 years down the road, nothing changes from here till then? What is your life going to feel like? Almost guaranteed work is not going to get less demanding. Nearly guaranteed, whatever demands you have at home with family, friends, etc., that's not going to get any less either. And so, if we keep the same approach, if you keep that same approach you're using right now, going for the next year, 3 years, 5 years, the outlook is not great, right? Probably it could be experiencing some burnout from work, maybe even some injury in your body, that body that feels kind of tight and tense now. Maybe you head to the gym one day and you're thinking, yeah, okay, now I'm going to do it. And then you end up, hurting yourself because it's been so long since you've really given yourself that kind of care. Or perhaps even worse, this whole path leads down to disease. And that's not what we want, right? If you're feeling all of these things, trying to just keep everything afloat, but life is living you and you're not really sure how to make it all stop so you can do something about it. If you don't do something about it, it could possibly lead to disease. And I'm here to say life is not going to fix itself. I have personally tried that game, waiting around to see if things are going to just somehow magically improve. And it doesn't really happen, right? I mean, sure, sometimes things get a little different. Maybe your job hires someone else and you get to share the workload or something. But by and large, those aches and pains aren't just going to go away. The way you manage or navigate stressful and challenging situations isn't going to just all of a sudden be a better way to navigate and manage challenges and stressful situations. And so if you know that you need self-care, you identify with feeling this way, like maybe even you're walking the dog and that used to be a refreshing, fun part of your day. And now all of a sudden, yeah, it's not refreshing. And in fact, it's kind of exhausting. And you get back and you're like, wow, I'm actually kind of sweaty and I'm a little bit out of breath. This program actually is for you if you're feeling all of these ways. This is something we can do together. It's a 12-week program. You're going to get the support you need to bring self-care into your life. One of my favorite examples is Julia Roberts in The Runaway Bride. And in that movie, she she can't she doesn't know what kind of eggs she likes to eat, right? She only likes the kind of eggs that her boyfriend or fiance likes, and she doesn't even know. And Richard Gere's character asks her, like, you don't even know what kind of eggs you like. What kind of eggs do you like? And for whatever reason, that one question made her stop and pause and realize that she had some work to do. And for her in the movie, the comical scene is she makes like 6 or 8 kinds of eggs, tries them all, and decides which one it is. But when we look at self care, we might not even know what kind of self care we like. It's been so long since we've done anything for ourselves. I mean, we see the pictures on Instagram and whatever, right? Like, oh, of course, it's massages or spa days or, some fun, fancy trip or something like that. But is it really? Do you know what you like to do that actually provides care and compassion and nurturing to your own body? My guess is if life's been living you, then probably not. Probably don't know exactly what to do to bring that care and balance back into your own life. And in this program, we're going to make some eggs. We will spend time learning about not only your own body type, but also how your body type is reacting during spring. We're going into spring right now, and that means something, how spring and your body type interact together. And those two interactions mean something about the types of self care that are going to be really beneficial. And so we'll spend some time practicing those. We'll learn about them, we'll practice them, and we'll do that, in a great sense of community where you have other people in the same journey with you doing and learning the same things. We'll also talk about a bunch of other ways to bring ease and balance into your life. Perhaps you feel like your schedule is, you can't keep up with it. The phone doesn't help, the computer doesn't help, your paper calendar doesn't help because it's just so much and it's so overwhelming and it feels impossible to keep up with it. We'll talk about some easy ways to put some things into place so that your daily schedule feels more like it works with you instead of you having to work with it. And also some ways to structure the things that you do throughout the day to bring more care to yourself, more ease into your life. So if you want to work out those aches and pains, we're going to do some yoga. And it's not hard kick butt yoga. You guys, it's not my jam. That is not what I do. The kind of yoga that I want to bring to you is to bring awareness to your body, get some movement going in your body, and learn how to feel what your body is feeling, and then what movements help to alleviate whatever those concerns are. So, if you tend to have tightness in the chest from working at the desk all day, we'll talk about that. Same thing, if you tend to have tightness in your hips from sitting a lot, we will talk about how to alleviate those things too. And so we'll practice yoga every single week as a way to bring some ease and balance back to the body, which will help with a lot of things. It'll help with energy levels. It'll help to increase your fitness, overall fitness level. So maybe that walk for the dog doesn't feel like such a big traumatic event all the time. But it's also going to do some things in the background, like create a mind body connection and lower stress levels and help with your breathing so that the entirety of the way you move through your day works better. I'm really excited about this, you guys. I talk to a lot of people who are dealing with these very same issues day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, and it's time to do something about it. And so I would love for you to join me. It starts Tuesday, February the 22nd, 2 sessions a week. The sessions are delivered live via Zoom at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, but there's also recordings available. So if that time doesn't work for you on any given day or at all, but you really want to do this program, the recordings are there for you. I'm there to support you. You can email if you need anything answered, if you have anything that you need a little more clarity on. And, we'll start the session with a self-assessment and we'll set out some goals. And all of those things are going to be addressed as we move through our time together. So it's 12 weeks. online via Zoom, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 Mountain Time, starting February the 22nd. That's next Tuesday. We'll be ending around May 19th, provided we don't have any delays in the middle, which I don't anticipate, but you never know. So those are the details for it. You can look in the notes of this video, and there is a link to a page where you can get more information and then go ahead and register. If you have comments or questions, I'd love for you to put that in the comments, and maybe even this. I'd love for you guys to answer this specific question. What is the one place where you really feel kind of like stuck in your life? Something that you would really like to get some help with? I would love to answer that question for you. All right, so that's it for this video and for our time together here. I'd love to chat with you if you have more questions, and we can talk it out and see if this program is going to be a good fit for you. And until we meet up again, until next time, bye-bye.